What's up guys, welcome back. I just got the engine on the stand off the hoist, so we're just gonna jump right into it, start tearing this thing down. So I just wanna start by getting it apart because I wanna get the valve covers and the oil pan and the valley cover to my powder coater so that can get taken care of. But I mean, like all the simple stuff, we'll get that ripped off, maybe even get the heads pulled today, so this can go to the machine shop. All right, right now I'm gonna pull the harmonic balancer bolt first so we can get that out of the way, 24mm socket. All right, Noah's pulling our valve covers, and I just got the harmonic balancer bolt out. We had to heat it, so just so you know.
Just
There's oil on everything. Wait, did you think we should clean it first before we take them off? Okay, we're not gonna clean it.
The right thing. Oh, look at that.
That's a very pleasant surprise.
Someone did their oil changes.
It's all synthetic our whole life. We decided we are gonna go ahead and just soak the block down with some degreaser and just wipe it down to get it less nasty before we start taking stuff off of it. Other side is off, by the way, and it just looks amazing in here, honestly. Wouldn't you say? I mean, that's clean.
Yeah, no, that looks, you can tell the maintenance was done on it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Definitely. All right, we don't want to break these engine mount bolts off in the block, obviously, so Noah's gonna heat those up. We already got one out easy, so it's off to a good start. I'm gonna wipe this thing down, so it makes it a little easier to work on being clean. We'll get those mounts off, probably pull the AC compressor mount off just because I want to paint the block. I'm gonna pull the valley cover and maybe the heads.
All right, you can get me on video.
All right, one, please don't. One engine mount is off, and I just got the knock sensors out, just broke them because whatever, we're getting new ones, and I'm gonna pull the valley cover gasket. And he's still burning this one. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
This is a moments before disaster and Harley ripped something in half.
No, that rubber's really tight. Maybe you pry the... What, is it
Alright,
gonna go down?
you ready?
Yes. Well, you pry the back. Oh, that one's all dry rotted and shot. I'll start back here.
Want me to go around the front?
I'm putting a pry bar on it. I'm good.
Oh, dude, here you go. Just give it a little tickle. No, we'll pull on. We'll each pull on the side.
Fingers here. Now.
Ready?
Shit. Ow.
Sorry.
Worked. All right, we're just gonna pull the spark plugs because I kind of forgot about that. And that one out of the way. By the way, this truck has never had spark plugs changed. Ever.
What's it tell?
I don't know. Clean. Not that bad. Just look at the grime
a lot
on
of
dude.
gunk on there.
Yeah. That's
You'll
ridiculous.
have that though. How many miles are on this one?
230.
And original?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Untouched except for a water pump.
Impressive. It's a Chevrolet for you.
See the cam down there was starting to show some wear. This knock sensor wasn't bad yet, but that seal was bad. I was probably about to get a check engine light. Spark plugs are out. Don't look too hot. What should we pull off next? Oh, the harmonic balancer, yeah. We're gonna pull that off now. I'll go grab the puller. We're gonna use the small impact first before we get the big one out, and it's actually pulling it off, so it's kind of crazy to me, but it's... You don't want to blow this thing up. This is insane. That was way easier than it was supposed to be. Heck yeah.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna pull the timing cover now and see what this chain and oil pump and all that good stuff looks like. 10 millimeter. Don't forget about these two in the bottom from the pan. They go into the timing cover too. Everything's a 10 millimeter, the pan, all of them. All right, pop this sucker. There we go.
Oh, that's brand
Awesome.
new.
These aren't down to a point. If these are to a point, I guess it's
Yeah.
it's bad. So those still a little.
Not a whole lot of play in there either.
Really hope that O-ring's what shot, causing the oil pressure problem, but I don't think it matters at this point anyway. All right, pop the filter off. Noah's gonna flip the engine over, and we will pull the pan on it.
Excuse me.
Oh, there's the coolant. Dude, there's so much coolant in it.
Want me to keep going or?
Yeah, just send it. It's like I keep making new piles of oil dry.
Do you have oil?
Yeah. We're gonna need new cardboard too. What a messy process.
It's fun though.
Oh, it's super fun. All right, we're gonna pull this pan off, also 10 millimeters all the way around. And then you got these two long boy gang guys right here. Those go all the way up through the pan, so don't forget them. Noah's gonna go ahead and pull our oil pan bolts. Like I said, 10 millimeter. It was definitely very, very leaky. And then where's the oil cooler? So this is doesn't have an oil cooler, obviously, but there's a little gasket under this, and it was just shot. It's all over the block. We'll get this off and show you what we got underneath it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the pan. All the bolts are out.
Nice.
Pickup tube.
It's in halfway decent shape.
I don't know about sludge down here either. Give me this. I mean, there is some sludge. Oh, no, there's a decent amount of sludge in there.
Yeah, but for the oil, or for the engine and the mileage and
Yeah.
everything, it ain't bad.
Gasket is toast. Okay. Well, the pickup tube doesn't look clogged, which is good. I'm excited to see that O-ring. So this is what, these O-rings go bad, and that's what probably is going on with the low oil pressure. Actually, let's just get this tube off and go from there.
Take that off, take the window tray.
All right, so I just pulled, we got half inch bolt, or half inch nut and half inch nut, and then a 10 millimeter here, holding the pickup tube on, and I'm praying that this O-ring is totally flat, and that's why we lost oil pressure. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what a flat O-ring looks like, so that probably
It doesn't look half bad.
It doesn't look that bad. All right, well, that's not cool. Maybe the pump really is just shot. We're gonna go with that now.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the cam bearings are great. It's not flat.
No, that looks
It looks good.
halfway decent.
Whatever. All right, well, that's pickup two. All right, windows tray's ready to come off. We should be able to see inside this motor now. Ooh, that's a big crankshaft.
Yeah, it looks pretty good though.
Good.
Not entirely bad.
So Noah just pulled the 8 millimeter bolts out of the rocker.
Yep.
What are you doing there? Oh,
I
okay.
was just taking a look at it.
All right, so he's gonna pull the whole rockers out. It comes as one unit.
Yep. Once I drop them all over the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 millimeter bolts that come out, and then you can take them out and come together. So real convenient.
Yeah, we're getting ready to pull the heads. So we're gonna pull the heads now. Do them. You tell them. Reverse.
Yeah. So when you take the heads off, you want to do it reverse of the installation. So this is number 15 bolt, which obviously we don't want to start with number 1. You just go backwards. So it
Number
evens
1's
out
the
that
middle.
Stress.
So yeah, just look that up when you take these off because you don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
I will get back to you when we get those bolts out. You know how to follow a sequence on Google Images as good as we do, so I don't think you need to see it. They're all broke loose of the breaker bar, so now you can just go ahead and buzz them out.
So you gotta relieve that tension.
Yeah, relieve the tension before you just use an impact on them. Yank them out. I'm gonna put the phone down so I can hold on to these and we don't drop them. All right, pull them ahead.
If everything is great. All right.
Nice. Oh, here, bring it over here. Head removal. What are we stuck on?
Yeah, you may be stuck on that gasket. Give it a tug. looks like the,
Get under it a little bit.
yeah, that gasket's just, there it is. Nice.
That side looks bad.
Originally we thought we were going coolant by the plugs, but not so sure. But let's take a look at the heads.
That's good.
So here are the cylinder heads off this truck. Take a look down. They're not entirely in bad shape. You can see there's a lot of carbon deposits. There's a little on the white side, but overall, not bad. How you feel about it?
Dirty.
He's upset.
All right, getting ready to pull the oil pump so I can get to the timing chain and the cam. These are just 10 millimeters also, just, I don't know, what is it, 4 bolts, just like every other 10 millimeter on the truck. I'll show you when I get that out of the way. All right, yep, I can confirm it is the 4 bolts on the outside. Those are just for the actual pump, and then it should just, yep, it slides right off there. And there's our timing chain, and then underneath that gear there is the cam. So when you get these apart, I guess you gotta look at these points on the gears here, mainly the timing gear, because with age, they'll get to a point, and that's kind of when you need to replace the gear. And I'm kind of shocked, but yeah, these are still nice and flat and not to a point. They look new almost, and so do these. You can see, I'm trying to kind of show you. Nice and flat on the top, not a point. But these chains, this year of these motors didn't have a tensioner, so it's just crazy to me how loose and floppy these are. Mine might be a little worn out too, obviously. I got a new one, but yeah, that's crazy. It's just so sloppy. Weird. All right, actually, before we go any further with the front of the motor, I'm gonna go ahead and get these lifters and lifter trays out. So it's just one 10 millimeter, and then the whole tray should pull out with the lifters in it. We have new lifters to replace that and new trays, so those gotta go. Okay, the bolts are out. We're gonna pull the lifter trays, and hopefully the lifters stay in them. They didn't at all. Oh, I probably should have spun the cam. Whatever, you just pull them out pliers, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I did that wrong. We're gonna pull the timing gear off and spin the cam around, push the lifters up into the trays. I kind of forgot, not a big deal. Gonna do that first. 10 millimeter, 3 of them, that'll come off as one. Okay, those 3 bolts go, and then that lines up the cam, so you can just grab onto this and kind of wiggle. And there we go. Right off. Okay, and now like always, 4 more 10 millimeters to get the cam retainer plate off, and then we can mess with the cam that's behind there. All right, the retainer plate might require a little bit of prying. I think I need 2 hands for this. This pops off, and then there's a cam. You got it. Okay, so I didn't spin the cam first before I took the bolts out, so I'm gonna have to pull each lifter out. Not a big deal, whatever. But here, I'll pull one out. Trays, and these just pop right out. They actually have some wear on them, you can see, and then they'll fit back in there. I mean, we're getting new ones of everything, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to stay organized. See, they just pop right out. All right, so we got the lifters out, so I think literally the last thing is the cam. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out carefully, very, very carefully. Don't want to mess up those bearings. Unless they're already shot anyways, we don't know until we get this out. Spin and don't pull hard. Or don't listen to me, because I've never done this before. right, she's out. Sucker's in good shape, I think. I don't know. I'm worried about the bearings, but we'll see. I gotta get a light and shine it in there. And I don't know, that was my main concern. Well guys, I think that's it for this one. I don't think I'm missing anything. We're pretty much torn down to where I want to be, at least. I gotta do a little more inspections to see if the bearings, main bearings and cam bearings need to be done. I will get them done. If the block needs to go to the machine shop, I'll get it done, but I just wanna inspect it closely. But as for this video, the motor is torn down to where I think it's going to, as far as it's going to be torn down. I do need to do the rear main seal, but I'll do that when it's back on the hoist. It's gonna go into the truck. But yeah, all I have to do now, I think, is just clean. So I'm gonna wire wheel the block, paint the block, clean up all these pistons. I'm not gonna make a video on that. It's just gonna be very time consuming and messy to clean this thing up really good how I want it. So yeah, a little bit of paint, some cleaning, that's what's gonna happen. And then the next video will be hopefully putting the engine back together, actually building it with all the parts I have stacked up. Again, here's the heads that we will be taking these to the machine shop and see. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them yet. If they're just gonna have them check it out or port and polish them, I don't know. I gotta find a shop that's gonna do it. But I will show you, actually, some more parts showed up today. So let me show you some of the goodies that I have so far. We're still waiting on one more shipment from Texas Speed, but this is what I have now. Just to keep you guys interested, so you come back for the video putting it together, there is the Chupacabra Texas Speed cam, valve springs, valve seals, just this timing gasket, timing chain, and then the headers came today, just Speed Engineering shorties, because I don't want to cut all the exhaust up, so these will bolt right up. We'll probably cut the cats out, honestly, but this will bolt up to the flange. But yeah, that's the goodies we have now. We're still waiting on the full rebuild kit, the lifters, all that good stuff. But this is the first two orders of fun go fast parts. Okay, but if I can't think of anything else, I think that's gonna do it for the video. I will really hit this hard cleaning and try to get this done ASAP so we can start putting this thing together, because I want it back in the truck as badly as you guys want to see it put together. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for actually building the engine, and I appreciate you watching the video today. Have a good one.